They were getting you ready for one of the longest rivalries in the state of Tennessee. It is Science Hill and Elizabethton coming up this Friday night. And we're starting here at Science Hill with Coach Stacy Carter. Stacy, how you doing?
Hi, Chris. How are you?
It's good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Let's talk about this. This is a long-standing rivalry. This is a huge game for your team starting out the season.
Oh, it's a huge game, and it's a way to get the season started. Great program, Elizabethton, and Shawn does such a good job, and we've had some great games over the years. It seems like it comes down to a couple of scores every game, right down to the wire. It don't matter, whoever's predicted to win it, just throw that thing out. But it's a good way to start the season. The fans come out. Everybody makes a good gate on this. We're right cross-town rivalries. We know everybody. We play a lot of JV games together. So it's, there's definitely a rivalry around there, and they have a great program. It's a good way to start the season.
Absolutely. And it's got a name to it now. Got that rail line, got Tweetsy Trail going between here and there. Young neighbors sometimes don't make for the best of neighbors sometimes, so to speak. Yeah. This is going to be a knockdown drag.
Absolutely. It always is. Yeah, it is. And we got a trophy our CTE program made a few years ago that we passed back and forth. And, it shows a lot of pride to who can keep that trophy. So that's a big deal too. So we play for that also.
Getting ready for your first game is always nerve-wracking, but when your first game is against a heated rival, that adds a little extra pressure, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, and I think we got a lot of young guys playing. So does Shawn, and he has a lot of young guys playing too. So it's a little different. Most time we go into it, we have a few more seasoned guys that have played this game. That's going to be a new territory for a lot of guys on both sides. So it's going to be interesting to see how they can handle that pressure and that environment.
Personally, as a head coach, do you love games like this?
This is why you play. I play for, those Dobbins Bidditt games, Elizabethton games. This is the kind of games you want. You want stuff to be competitive, and you don't want the games you come out there that you think if you're going to win it pretty easily. We don't have a lot of games like that, but this one, you better be ready, and they have a great program. You want to be good teams, and they definitely have a good one.
And I'm going to ask Shawn this question when we talk to him. But if there's one thing that your team has got to do to win this ball game, what is it?
We got to control the line of scrimmage. We have to control the line of scrimmage, offensive ball. We got to be able to push those guys around, and we got to stop the run. If we can stop the run, and the weather don't supposed to be great,
right?
So if we can do those two things, I think we'll be successful. If we can't, you're going to be in a dogfight.
All right. Coach, we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you so much.
Folks, let's step over to Elizabethton right now for a conversation with head coach Shawn Witten. Now we've made our way over here to Elizabethton High School, and I'm joined by Coach Shawn Witten. Coach, it's always good to see you.
Yes, sir, Chris.
Let's talk about this. This is a rivalry that's been going on over a century. What does it mean for you to have this game coming up, your first game of the season?
Well, it's a great opportunity for our school, our community, our town. Our guys have worked really, really hard. It's probably the youngest football team I've ever had in 20 years, going into my 20th season. It's the 50th anniversary for my family to be involved in this program. My grandfather came in 1976, so it's really special, to have this game and what it means to our community, and kind of kicks off East Tennessee football. It's one of the premier games in the state, other than maybe Alcoa, Maryville. The week one, right out of the gate, it gets no bigger than this.
It's even got a name now. What does it mean? It means a lot to both of these communities, doesn't it?
It does. I think our football team mimics our community. We're a blue-collar football team, just like our town. The big city, the little brother, and we've had our fair share of victories. And Stacy does a good job running this program. He's always tough to beat. But it's the challenge. It's the competition. It's why you play the game. They've won the last 2 years. We were able to get them in 2023, but I think that's why you play the game, and that's why you do the work. It really puts in perspective of why you play football.
Right.
It's just the opportunity, it's the excitement. It's a standing room only crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night, and it's a great opportunity for Elizabethton Cyclones.
For you personally as a head coach, do you love coaching games like this?
Yeah, that's what you live for. It's the games that make a difference in your coaching career. It's kind of the games they remember you about. It's not the ones you're supposed to win. It's the ones that you found a way to win. And I think these games are the ones that push you up to the upper echelon of being a great coach. And can you figure out a way to scheme them? Can your kids play hard, and finding a way? And do you have that grit, resilience, and that's really what our program's about. And so, for us, since 2015, we've only lost 8 games at home.
Right.
Our schedule's been out of whack the last several years, but we got 6 home games this year. We're excited to kick off this one. We've only lost to Science Hill and CAK. Gibbs got us in the playoffs, Greenville. So there's not been many teams that have come in here and won. So having home field advantage in this atmosphere, it's going to be super exciting.
Now, I asked Stacy this question. I'm going to ask you this question. What is the one thing, taking away all the X's and O's, but what is the one thing your team has got to do to win this ball?
Well, we can't turn it over. We can't give them anything easy. It's going to be a difficult task as it already is, and giving them anything easy, a short field, a turnover is just going to kind of really quickly get this game kind of spinning out of control. That's what we can't have. If we turn over the football, our defense is going to be on the field a lot more possessions, and we can't do that. So, taking care of the football, limiting how many possessions, how many plays they get is going to be critical for us.
Coach Shawn Witten, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Folks, that game is coming up this Friday night, and we got it right here for you. Also on the WJHL Plus app, it is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight here between Science Hill and Elizabethton.